how to get her interested. This is a short guide to how to get a girl or woman interested in you. It's not intended to be the end, all be, all, and it's not intended to do it all for you. But by following these guidelines, you can be much more successful than otherwise when it comes to attracting women. Steps. 1. First, you will need to understand yourself. You are who you are, and you will be attractive to some women, and unattractive to others, no matter what you do, who you know, or how you act. That is a fact. So you must understand what to look for based on what and who you are. Geek guys, for instance, generally place a high value on intelligence in a woman, while jocks are more likely to value her breast size than her IQ. Know what it is you are genuinely attracted to in a woman. 2. Once you understand what you are attracted to, you will need to begin learning how to understand and relate to the women you are attracted to. Use what you know about what you are attracted to in order to narrow this down to as few specific groups or types of women as possible. The less you have to work with, the easier it will be. 3. Learn to understand and train yourself to be aware of body language, hers and your own. Women speak through body language quite clearly, and they hear you this way very clearly, too. Get some books on the subject, and spend some time people watching, too. Once you understand how a woman speaks using body language, you have just advanced 50% of the way forward. Really, it's that important. This point alone is why men and women often have a hard time communicating. Learn to understand her body language, and you'll save yourself, and her, a lot of time and trouble before you ever make a move at all. 4. Learn to read faces. Reading faces is something that very few people have heard of, never mind knowing how to do. This is a more specific type of body language, but this works for men and women equally well. Once you learn to read faces, you'll know instantly many things about a woman, without ever doing anything but glancing at her. This is invaluable recon for approaching the target female in a way that she will find acceptable. This can be done with people watching and reading pictures of faces, too. 5. Now, you have to find women to interact with, preferably those who fit your interests. Seek them out, and socialize. Use the body language reading, face reading, and astrology to understand her and how to approach her. But also, use them to break the ice and entertain her. Whether she takes them seriously or not is not of any concern, just let her think what she likes, and have fun with her. They make wonderful icebreakers and conversation topics. 6. Use your newfound skills to gauge how to proceed. Some women might require a quiet, slow approach, others might prefer a man who walks right up and speaks his mind. Your goal is to find women to interact with, who match your natural personality. If you cannot do that with the women you are attracted to, then you must make changes in yourself to become the type of man they find attractive. Tips. Men are very visual, but women are not. If you can tell her a story and lead her into a daydream or fantasy she enjoys, she will associate this enjoyment with you. It's very effective to do this to get her aroused, but she will have to trust you for that to work. It really doesn't matter what you look like, so much, to any woman worth dating. You don't even have to be rich or drive a fancy car. It matters to her that you are clean, confident, fun, and if not financially stable, have a plan and the drive to become so. Stable employment and income is very important if you want her to stick around, and critical if you want to be more than just her boyfriend someday. Don't be the pick-up artist. That is to say, don't aim for sex as soon as possible. In fact, the best thing you could possibly do is get her all hot and bothered without ever touching her, and then tell her sex has to wait. Don't sleep with her the first date. One of the biggest mistakes that guys make is that they give away compliments to women too easily, quickly, and often. Guys, you are shooting yourself in the foot this way. The more she hears that she's beautiful, hot, desirable, etc., the more she thinks she is worth. And at the same time, guys gushing this stuff at her seem to be worth less. So by telling her how hot she is before you have her, you're actually pushing her out of your reach. Until you have her, never say anything that isn't genuinely deserved, and never gush. "You look nice this evening" goes a long way as long as it is genuine and not repeated a million times. Women are very sensual and erotic creatures, but they need to be given the freedom and circumstances in which they can express it. Do that for her and you'll never have to ask for a kiss, or anything else along those lines, again. Never brag to your buddies about any intimate time you spend with her, true or not. It's none of their business, and it will damage her trust for you. Never break her trust. I cannot emphasize this enough. Trust will make or break you, no matter how much she likes you, thinks you're hot, or loves the sex. If she can't trust you, it's off. That means you need to. Don't move faster than she is comfortable with. Don't push her into anything she won't do with gentle prodding. Be very sensitive to what she is comfortable with. Make sure she is always comfortable, unless you are pushing the envelope. A hint of threat or danger is very attractive, when used skillfully. I don't mean hitting her, or being abusive, rather, make her feel vulnerable around you. This is easily accomplished with your ability to read faces, body language and ephemerides, but it must be used when it is appropriate. Properly used, usually best on women you have only known for a short time, and women who tend to hide themselves, like women with heavy Scorpio influence, you can enchant and bedazzle them this way. Making her feel vulnerable, yet safe, demonstrates you are a master of your surroundings, and thus a strong, desirable man. There are no leagues. Generally, any guy can get any woman, if he can make her believe he is as important, valuable, as, or more important than, she is. That perfect 10 is still just a woman. Go for it. Keep your mouth shut concerning her personal matters. Anything you know about her, do not share private stuff unless she okays it. That means. Instead, find ways to make her want you. If she wants to kiss, she won't turn you down. Make her want to kiss, if that's what you want to do. Always make sure she feels safe with you. The circumstances can be manipulated, but if she feels threatened genuinely by you, you are out. Never hit her, verbally abuse her, treat her badly, or be disrespectful of her, her family, friends, or property. If she's kinky and likes any of these things, they are best left for later on, when she has come to trust you. Almost all women find self-confidence, self-esteem, self-respect and a positive sense of self-worth very attractive in a man. If you don't have these yet, you can work on them. I have seen and used a subliminal program called Life Tune Up that works on all of these at once. You can achieve the same effect by refusing to do anything that will lower your self-respect, self-esteem, self-confidence or sense of self-worth, and purposely doing the things that make them increase. If the type of woman you're interested in goes after dominant alpha types, and that's not you, there are hypnosis and subliminal programs out there that can help with that too. The best, most extensive one I have found is a 6-volume ultrasonic subliminal training set. It's more expensive than the others, which are 1 volume each, and takes 6 months to work through all the way, but it produced some awesome results for me and some of my friends. Warnings. Don't let her try to trap you with guilt, shame or fear. Reject these and drop her like a hot potato if she starts with these, because they're manipulations. They are, as some guys put it, rubbish tests. Don't get trapped, and don't play her games. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't bet the farm on this one girl. She's just a woman, And there's billions more where she came from, so whatever you do, play it lightly. Enjoy her company, but don't harbor expectations. Just have a good time with her, and let what happens, happen. Expectations are a killer. Did I mention, always be completely honest? Even if she tries to trap you with the "does my butt look big?" crap, be honest. If she can't handle it, move on. Don't complain and whine. Whiny complaining bitchy boys don't get the girl. Own your experiences, your life, your choices, and your decisions. Don't let her get you mad. Remain calm, cool, and in control. It's all a test. Just be amused at any such antics, and always call her on it when she is misbehaving. She may not like it, but she will respect you for it, and that is worth more than gold, if you want to succeed with her. Breaking her trust will usually be a showstopper. One of the things you need to learn to do is be completely honest with her, at all times. This in turn means you have to be a good man, and be strong enough to either take whatever sh*t she gives you for being so honest, or just walk away. If a woman comes to know she can always believe you, you will be able to do things most guys never dreamed of. If you are going to use these techniques, expect to spend some time learning and mastering them before they will be useful. Learning body language can be done in a few weeks, reading faces in a few months, and astrology will likely take 6 to 12 months or more to get to the point where you can use it on the fly. Don't go off half-cocked and make a fool of yourself. This means don't use them as more than conversation pieces until you have some skill and accuracy with them. Get rid of any neediness. Neediness is also a killer. The last thing you want her to do is feel pity for you, because then, at best, she will want to be your shoulder to cry on. At worst, she'll think you're just a whiny little bitchy boy.